Welcome back. Let's get you the latest from Manipur. And fresh violence has erupted in the sensitive area of Churachandpur. There are reports of arson at the DC office in the area, and several people have been injured. 2 people have died, 25 have been injured. And this is because of the protest that took place late last night that turned violent. This is with the security forces clashing with hundreds of people who came out in Manipur's Kuki-Zo tribes-dominated Churachandpur district to protest against the suspension of a head constable after a selfie of him with the armed miscreants that went viral. We have my colleague Ratnadeep joining us to get us more on this. Ratnadeep, take us to the demands of the protesters and the information on the casualties during the clashes that erupted yesterday.
That's right. In fact, this morning there is a total shutdown in Churachandpur town in the entire district, which is being called by the Kuki-Zo civil society groups against yesterday's killing of civilians. Remember, yesterday evening there was a build-up of mob outside the office of the superintendent of police. They were demanding that the suspension of a constable posted in Churachandpur needs to be revoked, needs to be withdrawn. They were demanding after this constable was put under suspension, when a photo of his went viral and he was seen in the photo with armed men who claimed themselves to be village volunteers. Remember, in Manipur, on both sides of the warring communities, there are armed volunteers who have been alleged of attacking each other. And after this photo went viral, an inquiry was ordered by the state police headquarters, putting the police personnel in suspension. And as the crowd grew around the superintendent of police office, according to police sources, the security forces had to use force. Tear gas shells were fired. Police says that rubber bullets were fired. However, Kuki-Zo civil society groups have said that they were live firing. Live bullets were used, and soon there were protests outside DC office, the deputy commissioner's office, and the SP's office, and the deputy commissioner's office was ransacked. In fact, several government properties, there were arson in several government properties, vehicles as well. In fact, then there was this clashes between the security forces and the protesters, in which around 40 odd people, that's what we are picking up now from sources, that around 40 odd people are injured and in hospital. 2 of them have succumbed to their injuries. That's what has been confirmed to us by the authorities. In fact, massive mobilization of security forces is being done in the area. That's what we are picking up from police sources. And mobile internet has been shut for 5 days in Churachandpur district, and the Kuki-Zo civil society groups have called for a shutdown. There is a total shutdown in the district. At this moment, the situation remains under control. That's what police sources are telling us. But there is palpable tension in the area, given the fact that this has happened only last night. And remember, Churachandpur is the place from where last year on May 3rd, the spell of ethnic violence in Manipur had started.
Right. Thank you so much, Ratnadeep, for getting us all those details. Moving on to Delhi now. 11 people have died as a paint factory caught fire in the Alpur market in Alipur. Among those, the ones who have been admitted, 4 people. Out of them, 1 is a police personnel who got injured during the rescue operations. In the video of the incident, huge flames can be seen coming out of the factory with smoke clouds covering the area. Now the countdown to the biggest festival in the world's largest democracy has started, and everyone's prepping for the 2024 national elections. India's future is its youth, and to support that goal, NDTV is launching a hashtag NDTV 18 Ka Vote campaign in order to make the youth aware of the need to vote. Our aim is to encourage voters aged 18 to show their strength in the 18th Lok Sabha polls. You can send us your messages, you can send us your videos on hashtag NDTV 18 Ka Vote, and we will showcase them here on NDTV 24/7.
कुछ
Indian diaspora, which is pretty strong and robust here in UAE, are actually showcasing this as their big presence.
मोदी है तो मुमकिन है
levels of euphoria and great celebrations. You realize that this is almost like a mini India that we are seeing outside India.
Bharat UAE Dosti Jindabad.
Beautiful Baps temple crowning glory in what has been Prime Minister's image as Hindu Hriday Samrat.
This is all about Indian culture as well, and also an amalgamation of the culture in the UAE and India.
This temple is a symbol of the centuries of the social, economic and cultural connect between Bharat and the Gulf.
The relationship is inclusive, and the Baps temple stands as proof and evidence of that.
This has become one of our most dynamic, one of our most consequential relationships in the world today.
Unifies our community as a whole, which is a wonderful thing.
It means a lot. We are very proud of this temple.
It's a temple which symbolizes deepening ties between India and UAE.
ये मंदिर पूरी दुनिया के लिए सांप्रदायिक सौहार्द और वैश्विक एकता का प्रतीक बनेगा.
This show isn't just about news from the southern states. It's one that looks at the rest of India and the world from a diverse South India point of view, because NDTV has always taken the southern view seriously.
The Southern View with Veera Raghav, only on NDTV 24/7. Stay informed and entertained with the new and updated NDTV News app. You can watch all our channels live, listen to podcasts, read breaking and exclusive news from around the world and more. Download the NDTV app today and get access to the best journalism and storytelling on your smartphone or tablet. The NDTV app. News that matters to you.
How often have you turned away from debates that descend into endless fights? We bring you a show where every question is answered, where every debate finds its resolution, where every story finds its conclusion, where opinions collide but facts prevail, where stories unfold with insights and trust. When the noise ends, the last word begins.
When there's too much talking but very little being said, too many voices but hardly any being heard, you turn to a show that puts you front and center. A show that headlines the stories of the people, by the people, for the people.